Hey guys, how you doing? It's Hitman23. It's video 2 of 2 today. I usually don't make 2 in one day, but I went to my LCS today and I picked up some cool vintage, and I like to do videos so I can actually, catalog the cards and get them, put it where they need to go, so I have to remember and try to do a video later. So hopefully you watched my earlier video. I did a video on my Veda Pinson complete PSA registry run, so check that one out. And I'm watching the Lions and the Tampa Bay Bucks right now. Right now, the Lions are ahead 10-3, and I am pulling for the Lions, even though since I've been a Florida boy for the last 10 years, I do try to pull for the Florida teams when they're there, because my team ain't sniffing the Super Bowl. My team ain't sniffing a winning record anytime soon, so I got to, put my hitch my wagon to something, right? So I will pull for a Florida team, but I got to go for the Lions, man. They've not ever been into a Super Bowl. Obviously, if they've never been to one, they haven't won one. And the last time they won a playoff game was in 1991. So hopefully they would love to see them make it. But the way things are going and, little things you hear, it looks like it's going to be a San Francisco-Baltimore Super Bowl. I wonder. But I digress. Let's get to the cards I picked up today. Nice little stack of vintage. And these are all just hitting all my little PCs and little projects. So I think I get all these cards for like around an average of $2 a piece. And there are some rescues in here. So I got this nice 1961 American League's ERA leader, so from 62 tops. That one's for my Yankee PC, or my Yankee team set. And then looky right here. Who's on that card? Scott Reindeer Studios. There you are, sir. Mr. Mossy making an appearance. I got this Vern Law for my my Pittsburgh whatchamacallit. It's actually 2. It hits 2. It hits the Pittsburgh franchise PC, and it hits the father-son PC, because that's Vance Law's dad. And here's my Around the World. I got this really nice 64 tops Denver LeMaster. So we're going to represent the city of Denver. That's a very nice looking card. I like the photo on that. Very nice pose photo. And here's a nice Al Downing rookie. What was he famous for in baseball? He was famous for a big feat in baseball. He was the one that gave up Hank Aaron's 715th home run. So Al Downing was a very serviceable pitcher for many years for the Yankees, and he played for the Dodgers. But there's a nice rookie card of Al Downing, and you gotta love the old Yankee Stadium in the background. So there is the entrant into the 62 Yankee team set. Here's another one. The Yanks win opener of the World Series. The 61 World Series. They played the Cincinnati Reds and won that World Series, so here's a nice one for that. And here's a beautiful, if you look closely enough, there's a nice batting cage in there. Johnny Romano in the near batting cage in Yankee Stadium. So you can tell right there from the old facade that ringed. I don't make any sense. It ran around the upper deck roof of the old Yankee Stadium. And I believe the new Yankee Stadium has that as well. I have not been to the new Yankee Stadium. I was at the old Yankee Stadium, or the refurbished Yankee Stadium, many times, but I had not been to the new Yankee Stadium. So there's that. Here's another Jim Gilliam for the Dodgers franchise PC. Nice 61 tops Jim Gilliam. And here's another Yankee edition. Luis Arroyo is a good, really good, relief pitcher. And then we got Johnny Blanchard, who played catcher in the outfield. Nice picture there, him holding the 3 bats, or maybe that's 4 bats. Yeah, it looks like it could be 4 bats. There's one kind of hiding behind this bat right there. Beautiful photos. A 61 tops Duke Moss. No relation to Kevin, as far as I know. And here's a rescue. Here's one of my first rescues. I got this card for like $2. It is a gorgeous, beautiful well-loved 1962 Frank Robinson. So it's got some creasing, it's got some really rough corners, but overall, the photo is beautiful, and that is going to reside in my well-loved vintage binder, which is right over here somewhere. So anytime I try to, rescue them one card at a time. And so that's a nice one. I like that one a lot. And I just picked this one up because I don't have a Playing Days card of Hall of Famer Gil Hodges, so I picked up the 1960 Topps. Again, I paid like less than $3. I think it was like $2 for that card. Maybe less than $2. And a nice little stack. And it was about 65 and change, or 66 bucks. So they're a little less than $2 a piece because I got 35 cards. And I got another 62 Topps for my Yankee team set. Al Reniff. Here's a father-son edition. Here's a 59 Topps Ray Boone. His sons look like him a lot. That's for sure. You can tell. And this is Raymond Catt. This is a card that I found. It's a 57 Topps. It falls in that rough mid-range numbers that are tough to get per Orlando. So it's card number 331. So I saw it and I heard Orlando in my head and I picked that up. So that one's nice. Got a nice catcher card here. 1961 Topps Dick Bertel in the gear. This is rookie card. And it's got a batting cage and it's got, looks like Wrigley Ivy back there. But I don't know. It may not be Wrigley. I can't tell if that's like Wrigley or like spring training, but whatever it is, it's a cool card. There's not many cards like that in the 61 Topps set where there's a little bit of action, even though it's pose and you have a background like that. Have, food, beverage, Coot Veal. You gotta love the Coot Veal. His name is Coot, and his last name is Veal. How do you not like that? So Coot Veal. And a beautiful, like I've said this before, the 1965 Topps Philadelphia Phillies are absolutely gorgeous. So I picked up the Wes Covington. Really, really nice card. Nice and sharp. Beautiful card. Wes Covington's got some nice cards. His 61's beautiful. His 62 is beautiful. Really nice. And here's a 65 Topps Johnny Blanchard. He backed up Elston Howard, and he played in the outfield. Here's another beautiful 1965 Topps Philly, Alex Johnson. That might be his rookie card. That might be his rookie card. I don't know if he had a rookie card in 64. He may have had a multiple. And here is the, if I'm going to do the team, I'm going to do the team. 65 Phillies there. Unfortunately, that depicts the team in 64 that collapsed. So they wound up in second place after, like, leading the league for a very long time. And then the Tony Taylor. So shout out to all my Philly boys. And those are representations. And here is an all athletic franchise, Untrant. Dick Green, okay? He was one of very few players who played their entire careers with the A's. Yes, he started with Kansas City, but he finished up, obviously with Oakland. So you got Dick Green, and you got Mike Norris, and I thought there was one more. I don't quite remember. Here's a father-son, and another beautiful 64 Phillies card of Ruben Amaro. And I like those 64 Phillies as well. Hector Lopez, Yankees, great backup outfielder for the Yankees back in that era. Hector Lopez. Nice 64 Topps. Here's another Jim Gilliam. We got this 64 flavor. And I'm going to say that's that card is Dylan approved. The centering on that's pretty damn good. Again, maybe not. Maybe it's not 50-50. It could be like 55-45. But I try to, keep Dylan's approval in my head when I look at cards. These older cards are tough, man. These are tough. The 64 Steve Hamilton. And we got, this one was just beautiful. I mean, this card was, again, less than $3. And it's a beautiful 54 Bowman of Eddie Yost. And it was just one of those random cards I saw, and it just is in such great shape. I'm like, I gotta buy that. That's just so beautiful. The blue sky in the background, and just a great looking card. So, pick that up. And now, more saviors. So here's a little stack of cards I had to save from the shred bin. They're all 1954 tops, and they're super duper 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 worn. I can almost guarantee either one or some of these cards were in a bicycle spoke at some time in their life. But again, nobody big name here, but I got this nice Paul Smith. And look at that nice, I can't even say, that's more than just a rounded corner. Nice creases. You know, it's a little bit flimsy. If you flick it, it kind of, you know, bends in the wind. What else we got down here? Is this a little stain on the bottom? I think that might be a little stain. But again, a well-loved vintage card. Well-loved. Here's an even more, that's much more well-loved. We got Harry Perkowski. And that one, somebody chewed the corner on that one. It's got a nice, I don't know if that's a blood stain or I don't know what that is. Chocolate milk, or somebody was eating a, you know, Hershey bar. Some little kid was eating a Hershey bar and he had this card in his hands. Man, use your imagination. I don't know, whatever, but beautiful, beat up vintage baseball card. I'm really starting to dig these cards more and more, just because of the stories they could tell. Now this one doesn't have a rip per se. It's not a rip, but it's kind of like a definite little area with a little bit of surface loss. You can see this one has got like ripples in it. Like if I hold it up in the light, you might be able to see it. Some ripples. And then here on the side is kind of gouged. So here is that. And Jim Delsing, right? Great card. Here we got Dean Stone. This is one of the worst. This is one of the worst, but one of the best. Dean Stone, we got some chewed off corners. You know, we just got love on that card. They got a nice crease down the center right here. So here's a nice Yankee, the Gene Woodling. And there it is. Beat up. I love these lime green ones. These are great. You can see some nice, look at the creases there. Crease right across here, crease here, rounded corners. Just fantastic, fantastic. Love it. I mean, when you think about a vintage baseball card and some of these older 70, 80-year-old cards, you know, they have to kind of look like this. Now, this is the one I think that was in a bicycle spoke, or spokes. Because if you look at it, it's like, it's got like creases all the way down. And I've never heard of Willie Miranda. He was a shortstop for the Yankees back then. But that is just, you know, screams bicycle spokes. Look at the flimsiness on that one. And the back is, you know, nice and rough too. So, gotta love that. And last but certainly not least, we got Sammy Calderon of the Milwaukee Braves. And again, just now we got some creases going north and south. We got one kind of going, you know, northeast to southwest or whatever it is. I don't know what direction. Actually, no, that's that would be northwest to southeast. And that and in this way when I look at the card. So just again, some really nice, beautiful, beat up, well-loved vintage baseball cards. And of course, the Hall of Famer, Frank Robinson, leading the pack. So that's what I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. I will, I'll catch you next time. And may the cardboard god shine down upon each and every one of you. And enjoy your collections. Have fun with them. Think outside the box, you know. And that's it. So we're going to go out with Frankie Robbie tonight. See you later, guys. Boom.